As you can all very well see, I haven't uploaded in over a month. It wasn't supposed to be like that, but it just kind of did. I was supposed to have something up on the 31st to signify that I was like alive and shit, but like, damn, it was a downward spiral of just forgetting or not playing at all. Anyway, you may be wondering, why now? Why, like, you could have just left. Well, funny enough, I was looking through national days and I saw, look, it's November the 2nd. I wonder what national day that is. It's Deviled Egg. National Deviled Egg Day. What? It's a sign. The world said, why didn't you make it a Halloween one? Here's a Halloween base. Yeah, okay, fine. You know what? Yeah, let's make a video. This video is gonna be a little bit different from the videos that I want to upload. It's gonna be a video review. I know. It's random. Like I didn't think I was gonna do one of these, but I was like, 2 November 2nd, 2 is sequel. Well, let's make it about a sequel. So like, let's run through some really good sequels. Team Fortress 2, my all-time favorite. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead 2. That's all Valve. Titanfall 2, Dead Space 2, that one's fucked. For some reason, sequels are just typically better. Like the first one, it establishes story and fleshes out 1 or 2 characters, and from there you can go on into the sequel and flesh out the rest of the story. Make everything more attuned to the gameplay. If it's a puzzle game, make the puzzle more intricate, make it more knowledge-based, I don't know. Metroid Prime on the GameCube, fantastic game. I love it. It went from 2D to 3D in such a good fashion that I just want more. I can't wait until the 4th one. But if the first one came out on the GameCube, where it was a full controller with no motion control, this first one set up world building and power-ups and how Samus is supposed to act, and a ton of lore. There's just so much. You could write a book about it. I think they already did. But then you go into Metroid Prime 3. That one came out on the Wii, so you get a lot more than just a controller. You get motion. Puzzles aren't just, oh, bomb this, or oh, shoot this. Now it's rotate your arm. Huh? That shit's fucking insane. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. I just like adding mechanics to something that already was good, and it's like good mechanics, so it makes the game even more immersive or some shit like that. Overwatch. Never mind. Never mind, just scratch that one. But I hear you saying to yourself, what sequel are you gonna fucking talk about? I'm talking about Dead Rising 2. Honestly, one of my favorite series, and I'm super sad that it died out as it did, because they kind of fucked it. I spent so much time on that one. I mean, yeah, I completed it, so I mean, I can't really spend any more time than I should, but if I were to pick it back up again, I would, and I would play with a friend. It's so much better with a friend. It's so much fun. A quick and pretty inaccurate telling of the first game, Dead Rising, where you play as Frank West, whose signature catchphrase is fantastic. Frank West is a fat, limping photographer that, if you didn't know, has served wars. This man tasks himself to photograph a city that is being overrun by zombies, just to get the news out that yes, there are zombies in the world. And just like in Dawn of the Dead, he has to go to a mall with various items and a lot of people that he has to save. Some of which you just can't, so yeah, fuck him. It's a pretty linear story with pretty linear gameplay as well. It's still fun though, because there's like, it's zombies. What do you can't be mad at a zombie game. You get to kill them and shit. It's pretty cool. Along the way, you find some survivors that may or may not have become psychopathic, so watch out for that. But also, some of them are bosses and they have cool weaponry, so go ahead, fucking run wild, beat the shit out of them. There's a clown with a chainsaw that is like the most sought after weapon in the game. I mean, it's a chainsaw in a zombie apocalypse. It's a classic. There's also guns, but the aiming system in this game is pretty trashy. I mean, they don't even do anything. It's not a one-hit kill. So then, of course, because of all movie stereotypes and zombie stereotypes, yes, the government is behind the zombie apocalypse, and for some reason, it's due to a bee. Frank West gets all this information and starts to head off. So then the military arrive and fuck up everything like they do, and the story ends with just like Frank West like exploding or some shit. I can't remember. I think eventually Frank West does get out of this situation and ends up leaking all of the information and news. That's nice. And then the invention of Zombrex, so now you can survive being bit by a zombie. I'd say it's a pretty straightforward game. So then what's next? Dead Rising 2. This fucking game is so packed with stuff. There's just so much stuff. Not only has the protagonist changed, and also there's more objectives, but there's also more mechanics. Oh goody, my favorite. Here we have Chuck Green. That's Green with an E for some reason. And his daughter, Katie. It's Katie, yay! A quick rundown of their character. Chuck Green was a family man, still is, but just missing his wife. His wife got bitten by the initial outbreak that Frank West was covering, and his wife is dead. Unfortunate, but what can you do? It's a fucking zombie. During the scuffle between the mom and the zombie and Chuck, Katie also got bit. So Chuck, having now a dead wife and a bitten child, has only one choice left, and that is to become a motorcyclist with chainsaws attached to his motorcycle and kill zombies for a living for a couple $1,000s, to which he can buy medicine for Katie, Zombrex. I don't know. We start off during that cutscene with the motorcycle event, and you know, if you win, that's pretty cool, but if you don't, that just means you suck and you're not a gamer. Fact of the matter is, we go home, or at least try to, and everything goes to shit, because of course, that's always what happens. Somebody decided to free the zombies, because they have rights. I don't know, man. Unfortunately, somebody disguised as Chuck Green ended up blowing up the gates to that zombie facility that they were fighting in and unleashed a massive amount of zombies onto the Vegas mall strip. What happens in Vegas hopefully stays there, because I'm not trying to find a zombie over here in the fucking anywhere else. I don't know where I was going with that. Chuck grabs Katie, goes to a safe room where a lot of more people are, and they have to stake out there. That's their new headquarters. Chuck sees the news saying that he did it, and now everybody is kind of just on edge, but he didn't. So now we have to find out what actually happened, who did this and why, and there's a ton of zombies, so good luck. It is very bare bones when you first start. You only get a couple of items from the janitor's closet and whatever you could find elsewhere, probably like an orange juice or a milk or fucking creamer. Yeah, you can actually like eat an entire watermelon in this game, which is kind of funny. You go outside, do a couple of things, rescue a couple survivors, and then you get the holy grail. The holy grail to more mechanics. My favorite part of the game, combo weapons. What are combo weapons? Shut up. You know exactly what the fuck they are. You ever put a knife on a stick? Well, maybe not, but I did. And it's like, oh, look, it's a fucking spear. Oh, shit. You could do that exact same thing in this game. Put a machete on a broomstick, you get a pole arm weapon. Ooh, yeah. And it does a lot more damage for some reason. Yeah. It makes no sense, but it looks so cool. He goes up to the bench and it's just like, and he's done, and he's like, just like Mama used to make. It's like, sir, your mother certainly did not make a fucking boxing glove with knives attached to them with duct tape. That is not a thing you've done, or she has done. It's like a whole assortment of weapons you can do. There's a fucking lightsaber in this fucking game. You attach a diamond to a flashlight, and then you get a different colored lightsaber every time. I don't know how, it just is. Science fiction to the maximum. I love it. The story progresses and all that, and eventually you learn that Zombrex, the medicine to treat a zombie bite, is actually made by making even more zombies. Every zombie has a bee attached to them that when you take out their venom, it's just medication to treat any zombie bite. There's one caveat. The queen bee actually is obviously the hive mind, so if you kill her, all of the bees that were already there just explode. There's a scene where Chuck finds a queen bee and steps on it, and just every zombie that was near him head explodes. He's just kind of sitting there like, what the fuck? So then, of course, after you find so-and-so did this and so-and-so betrayed you, and, you know, unfortunately, one of my favorite characters, Rebecca, is made to be part of the whole aesthetic of the game, and then they fucking kill her off. That's the only gripe. I wish they fucking kept her. She was such a nice person, at least from what I can see. Oh, by the way, major spoiler. Oops, major spoilers. Yeah, she dies. But I mean, it's your fault for not playing this game. Go play it. I recommend it. There's like tons of combo weapons you can do. I think that's that is the only selling point that I can think of that is worth it. Well, okay, not worth it, but you know what I mean. It is so worth it to do the combo weapons that it is the only sole reason you should be playing this game. It's so fucking cool, dude. Lightsabers, boxing gloves with fucking knives attached to them, a sledgehammer and a fire axe. Swing that around. Yeah. Absolute favorite combo weapon. You get a robot bear and a fucking LMG. Now it's Freedom Bear. Anyway, yeah, that was my rant. That's all I wanted to say. Subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever. Fuck you.